Hello friends, Phil from the Warwolf Projects. This weekend we finally start physical building of the props for Pirates of the Caribbean. We've spent the last couple weeks kind of planning it out on paper, figuring out exactly how we're going to execute this project, and now we start cutting and gluing foam together and going from there. Originally, we just sort of sketched out a couple ideas of what we're looking to do, and then we plotted out exactly every inch or every square on here is 6 inches. So that's a 4-foot piece, about a 3-foot piece, 2-foot piece. And there's like quite a few little things happening here, and these are actually being reused from the Kong prop. You'll see when we get to it. But now that we got it all on there, we know exactly what lengths we need of foam. Now we are actually doing it, putting it together. And you may have seen earlier in the week that Sean and I have collected a ton of foam in the last couple weeks. Some of it is brand new, some of it is repurposed pieces from older projects, and some of it is used from construction sites, but nonetheless we have a ton. It's great to get it at a cheap price. Most of that was free, actually. But when that happens, you also have to deal with pieces that are already pre-cut and not exactly the length that you need. So you have to piece a lot of them together, a couple boards together for reinforcement. There's just a lot of things you have to do. It adds a little bit extra time to the project, but it saves in the cost. So anyway, that's where we're at now, and pretty soon here the boys will be over here, and we're gonna not only continue working on our idea for the little town facade, but we are also working on some pirate ship stuff too. So we got two big props we're trying to get done for this project, and time is ticking away, so away we go. We've been working for the majority of the afternoon here, and so far this is what I have gotten done. 8 foot tall, got a little bit of definition in the, a little bit slightly recessed in the doorway there. We're figuring this out as we go. We've never really done a facade like this before, so when it comes to texturizing it and making it look authentic, it's going to be fun to kind of figure out. But the foam work went fairly well. We had to thicken it up pretty good, doubled up lots of different pieces of foam to make that, actually. And that's what happens when you get scrap foam. You can see the top there. You can see the cracks there. That's the blue foam is actually 3 different sheets of foam. The white foam was 1 sheet, but was just slightly smaller than the width of the blue together, so had to cut it, and there's a gap there. We'll get to that. And then to block the lines of the blue, we took some thin foam and cut out the shape, glued that in there, and anyway, that's where we're at. So now I'm working on the side piece to that facade. It's 1 foot in width and 8 feet tall, and basically what we have is we got the blue, and I'm putting this, you can see how thin this white foam is. I mean, it's not even, it's like a 1/3 of an inch. It's super thin, very fragile. Once it glues, it will be fine. But what I want to do is, on this, I want to do a cool little design that looks something like this. So to achieve that, I'm basically gonna draw some cracks all the way down into here, and I'm gonna take out the white foam completely, exposing the blue beneath. And then the blue beneath, I'll carve in bricks, or in this case it probably won't be brick, but it'll be a stone facade or a stone texture. And it should look like part of the clay over top of the stone that they would have done at that time has chipped away. And well, you saw the picture that we're kind of mocking it off of. We got that at our Casa Bonita trip last weekend. So yeah, I'm going to utilize some of that stuff that we learned at Casa Bonita. And actually this design right here with the, you know, I don't know what you call it, the loops. I don't know. We'll call them loops. They're not loops. They're arches. That's better. I think that pretty much we got that idea for that kind of architecture at Casa. This is where we're at. Let's check out how this comes. I think it should be pretty cool. Well, that went pretty good, I think. It went really fast. You know, the last prop that we did, the majority of it was this type of carving. So I feel like we just got that just down pat. You saw the high-tech tool that I was using there, a butter knife. We'll talk about different foams in a later video, but really when it comes to this blue foam or the pink foam, it's very dense foam. And as long as you don't want your masonry when you're carving stone to be like perfect, like brick would be, just using a butter knife, and you saw how I was doing it, just scraping it out of there, it just automatically leaves a great texture, and it just gives the kind of look that we want. And that just went super fast. So we'll glue this white piece down and let it dry, and that's just going to be the side facade for that. And painting it should be a lot of fun. This is going to be like a stucco type texture, and then this will probably do similar to what we did with the Kong prop. We'll probably age the stone just a little bit and do some dry brushing, but you know, it's such a small little area that it should go real quick. And boy, it's just so cool that you can achieve something that looks like that in just a matter of minutes. And yep. So now we'll move on to the next. So now, second day of the weekend here, we're getting the top portion of that put together. This is going to be like an upper balcony, and you can see where the floor comes out. It'll have a roof that kind of comes down and bars and a railing, and It'll attach to the top of this with PVC probably. And while I'm working on that, Sean is working on the second part of this town facade. He's got another building done and is carving out stone. Yeah, stone. So this is actually a two-piece part for the facade. He's got the first one done. He's got to do one more that goes along with this. So this is the second of 4 buildings that we're doing for this design. So yeah, it's been a very productive day thus far. This looks like a fireplace, doesn't it? Actually, I always wanted to make a faux creepy fireplace for Halloween displays, so well, now I know that's how it'll be done. So anyway, we're coming along here. Keep trucking on. It's been a very productive weekend. We got a lot done. This was Sean's job today, and he did a very good job. We love carving stone. It just it's so much fun getting all these little cracks, detail work like that is just, it's just a blast. And when it gets painted, it just comes out so nicely. So he did a great job doing that today. That stands 7 feet. This is the one that I did yesterday. It stands 8 feet. The side part to that, we saw that. And then the top to this piece, the top level is this. Kind of looks like a little playhouse for a kid right now. But it came out pretty darn good. Everything's gluing, drying right now, so hopefully we have enough glue on there, it'll stay all together. But it's got the same shape on the inside for the opening as the bottom portion of it does. And it's got a little railing, and it should just look like a little second level balcony kind of coming out. And we're very pleased with everything that we did today. So that's one weekend in the world of Werewolf projects. Still got a lot to do, but the progress so far has been really good. Very happy. And we'll continue on. Until next time, good projects, y'all.